ladies and gentlemen, we got the Lamar Peters 1v1 scouting report. All right, let's see what they got. Oh, I'm gonna get copyrighted.
From the D1 college ball at Mississippi State, and despite being a projected top pick, he ultimately went undrafted in the 2019 NBA draft. He then tore up the NBA G League, averaging 18 points and 7 assists a game while being heralded as the best ball handler in league history. So when I saw that Lamar was gonna start playing in YouTube 1s, I knew he would immediately dominate. Right? In this video, I'll be analyzing the strengths and weaknesses in Lamar's one-on-one game with the goal of helping out his next opponent. If he pays attention, he could avoid ending up like this guy.
Oh my
God. that day was fire, I ain't gonna lie.
For this video, I analyzed all of Lamar's YouTube 1v1s. He got wins against Bruce, ISO Hove, and Tyler, and his one loss came in an upset to Scoob. And in all these games, the first thing that jumps out is how effective he is at driving left. His first step is insanely quick, and if he gets you to relax even for a second, he has you beat.
Too easy.
Lamar loves starting off with that little escape dribble to his left, a subtle hesitation that freezes defenders before exploding downhill.
Okay, full speed. That's it. Full speed right.
And once he gets into the paint, he typically finishes. The dude is strong, especially for a guard, and smaller players in the space won't be able to stop him from just walking to the rim. But here's where Lamar will really embarrass you. The obvious defense to this would be to try to beat him to the spot and cut off his left-hand drive. Except that's exactly what he wants you to do. If you overcommit, he got this nasty snatch back to leave your ankles in the paint.
His snatch is so nasty because he's leaning all the way forward. Like, he has great break pads, bro. Like, look, he's leaning all the way. Good break pads
to leave your ankles in the paint.
And you know it's coming, but it's like Kobe's fade, MJ's fade, LeBron, the FU3. Like, it's still hard to stop, even though you know it moves
directly into his game.
Damn.
Fortunately for defenders, forcing him right actually works. Now, it's not like I'm saying
that's what
he can't use it.
Dev just said. He said when you force him right, he does tend to bring the ball back to the left somehow.
One step away from the league. If you give him a wide open right-handed layup, he's gonna make it. But when defenders force him that way and contest, you can see that he's a little uncomfortable. He really wants to get back to his left, and he'll force up left-handed shots when they're simply not there. This has led to some awkward, off-balance shots and a few terrible misses. Smart defenders will exploit this and force
like right there, finish on the outside. Why scoop back in?
Smart defenders.
Boom. Same foot, same hand, outside. Throw the timing off of the defender. Extra step, and you bring it right back inside where Scoob is at. Hopefully JQ's actually watching this. This is actually some good film.
Exploit this and force him to finish with his weaker hand.
Okay.
Because if JQ just forces him right all day,
who's controlling the energy right now?
You know,
but even if you do force him right,
that make it
doesn't
interesting.
mean you solved him. Because if you give him space, even just a little, he's gonna make you pay.
Easy shot.
Lamar's jumper is legit. He was an elite shooter in college. He shot over 40% from 3 in the G League, and that same confidence has translated to YouTube. This means that backing up and daring him to shoot isn't really a viable option. He also has one of the quickest releases in the space. Lamar barely needs any separation to get his shot off. You can tell he's used to being the smaller guard in the pro world, because here, with smaller defenders, he could rise up over almost anyone.
It's rolling in the
he does this well too though. Like, watch him get outside of Bruce's frame. When he sweeps through, look how like he's outside of Bruce's frame by like 5 feet. So now Bruce is playing a guessing game. Bruce can no longer dictate what Lamar does here because he's not even close enough to touch him. Like, now he's at Lamar's leisure here. Like, this is why he's also so dangerous, because when he gets outside that frame, that's when the snatch happens to the hezzy, or that's when the hezzy pull, or that's when the blow. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much he can do when he gets outside that frame.
It's rolling.
In which I see him doing often against JQ personally.
But even with that jumper, there's one specific shot that still gives him trouble, and it's the same issue we saw on his drives. Although he is a great shooter, he does struggle when shooting while dribbling to his right.
Oh!
Step backs, pull-ups, fadeaways, it doesn't really matter. His percentages simply go down. When you combine this with his reluctance to finish with his right, you have a clear strategy. Force Lamar right all game long and live with the result. Still, what separates Lamar from most players in the space isn't just offense. It's that he actually takes pride on the other end of the floor.
Back to another episode of Off the Dribble. We got a tag team 1v1 between 4 juggernauts, man. This might be.
Unlike a lot of YouTube guards, Lamar defends. He moves his feet, he plays with intensity, and he doesn't get bullied.
No, he does defend though.
He's one of the rare guys who adjusted to how different this environment is compared to the G League. The whistle isn't really gonna save you out here. You've got to be physical, and Lamar's figured that out. Even in his loss against Scoob, Lamar was playing great defense. Scoob just hit some incredible shots, and you have to give him credit for it.
I mean, bro, like 100% smothered. Scoob plugged his
His
in.
size and physicality make him one of the few guards that could hold their own defensively against guys like Nas and Rob. With that said, he does have one defensive habit that hurts him: fouling on jump shots. For a guy,
I wouldn't even say necessarily fouling, is watching jump shots. He'll watch you shoot sometimes too. That's a liability.
Experienced, it's pretty surprising. He reaches far too often, he gets caught in the cookie jar, and he ends up giving his opponents way too many free throws. Those freebies let the other guy find a rhythm, and sometimes that's all it takes to flip a game.
I'm not gonna lie, right now, Lamar might be...
Overall, I have LP ranked as the 7th best 1v1 player on YouTube, right next to Scoob and Isote.
Whoa.
As the 7th best 1v1 player on YouTube.
Did I just see Nitty ahead of Nesco, Scoob, and Moon? Respectfully, that list, this is no disrespect, but the list is shit. Zay, Nesco, Moon, Scoob, arguably top 5, top 6. How do you have Moon below Isote, respectfully, and below LP? How do you, wait, what? 1 and 2, I'm cool with. Even 3, Zay lost to number 2. Awesome. But then at 4, you gotta go Scoob, but Nesco just beat Scoob. Nesco and then Scoob, or Nesco then Moon then Scoob, or Moon then Scoob. Like Nesco, Moon, and Scoob is that 4 or 5 spot. How the hell did Nitty get in the 4th spot? Like how that happened so fast? He hasn't played 1v1s in hella long. Bad list, brother. Oh yeah, he played Nesquik. He played Fombi and Bino. You're right. But nah, I mean that's still not respectful. That's not top 4 though. Over Moon, Scoob, and Nesco, personally.
Right next to Scoob and Isote. Lamar is one of the most talented players to step into the scene, but talent alone doesn't guarantee success here. You still gotta earn it. Still, I do think he's a real threat to Rob and Nas, and I would love to see him go against Isote. I think that game could go either way. But as always, these are just my thoughts, so let me know what you think about Lamar's game, and comment below who I should scout next.
Bucket for show, Hezzy on crazy.
Oh my gosh. It's a throwback. Well, what vid is this? Can someone send a link to this?
LP, bro.
Wow. Lamp God, LP with a whoa, that's throwback. But yeah, man, that's a good scout report though. I've noticed that when LP does go right, he tends to struggle a little bit. But it's the fact of not letting him go back left is easier said than done. So we'll see if JQ can do that November 8th, man, with less than a week away. So I'm excited to see that happen, man. Without further ado, appreciate y'all. Love you. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And yeah, sayonara.